Hello, my name's Aubrey with Irian Motorsports, and today got in some external bypass shocks for my race car, and so I'm going to show you guys what they are and how they're going to go and what they do. Let me go over here and turn this around, show you this. So there's the external bypass shocks. You can see the two on the right are 2.5-inch 4-tube shocks, and the two on the left are 5-tube 3.5-inch shocks. So the reason that the rear ones, the ones on the right or on the left there, are so much bigger than the front ones is because the rear is relying on motion ratio. So this trailing arm here is the shocks are mounted partway down there instead of being mounted directly to the axle. So they've got a lot more force on them than the ones in the front, which mount directly to the axle there. So 2.5-inch in the front, 3.5-inch in the rear. Now, the beauty of these things is that they have these tubes running on the outside of the shock, and each one of these controls a zone. So this right here is a valve that allows fluid to pass by the shock as it goes up and down between this point and this point. Same with this one here. This one has a valve in it right there that allows fluid to bypass it and go back into the tube right there. So these blue knobs are compression and the red ones are rebound. So on these 3.5-inchers, I've got 2 rebound tubes and 3 compression tubes, and on the 2.5ers, I have 2 and 2. So let me show you how these work. All right, so I'm going to compress one of these smaller shocks for you because I don't think I can compress the big ones. And you're going to see that the first part of the stroke is really hard, and then in the middle zone it moves pretty freely because these valves are all going to be working in that center section, and then once you get all the way down, it really stiffens up in the bump zone. So right now your piston's right here because the shock's all the way out, so it's going to move stiff until it gets to here, and then those compression valves are going to open up, and then you're going to see once that piston gets up into this range, it's really going to stiffen up. So this is about all my weight on it, and you can see I can't compress it all the way. That last little bit is just too stiff. As we let it up, you can see that last little bit, it moves really slowly. So these should allow me to dial in my tuning the suspension to exactly where we want it so that it can move really quick through the small fast bumps, but will absorb your jumps and big hits really well too. So it's the ultimate shock setup, having these with a set of coilovers. So I can't wait to get them set up and see what they'll do. And I will update you guys with more videos as I get them mounted and as I get them tuned.